Auction time. This is the 7L series auction. 7L01. This is the Amoeba chert biface I started on video. And I finished it off camera. It's not perfectly symmetrical, but I'm going to... In the future, I'm not going to worry too much about the symmetry anymore. It takes me a long time to get the symmetry done, and also sometimes I end up messing it up. You know, the nice, clean, smooth face, trying to make it perfect. But anyway, there's a little bit too much mass there on that side, but I don't care. It's sharpened all the way around. All right, and most of it's on video. The only thing I did to it was, you know, sharpen it and take a few thinning flakes. Just a few. Nothing major. And I did take back the edge on one side here, on the base or the stem. Hold on a second. That looks like a flake that's ready to come off there. Guess not. Anyway, I forget which edge I worked on quite a bit. Maybe it was this one. Probably, because there's an undetached flake right there. But that's it. There it is. Yeah, I think that's it. As far as major modifications, I think I took back this edge here. Anyway. 7 3/16. Yeah, nice raw Amoeba chert, not translucent. Oops. See that? Not translucent. Okay. Now, what type of point is it? I don't know. It matches something in the archaeological record, right? Well, comes close. Somebody knows. I'm just going to... And I just enjoyed making the biface. I'm not even worried about duplicating anything anymore. You know what I mean? Unless I have a special request, which I'm not doing those anymore either. So there. 7L02. Okay, this one I did on video to start with. And I finished it off camera. I did not have any issues with this one, which is surprising. Sometimes I have issues in the final finishing, but this one worked out pretty good. Let's see, is it translucent anywhere or transparent? It's got bands in it, but it's not fully transparent anywhere. No. It does have a sheen to it down here at the base. Right there, and there was some at the tip. Yeah. In just the right light, you can see it has a silver sheen to it. Okay. This one is a little over 6 1/4. It turned out to be high-grade material. Yeah. I didn't have much of an issue sharpening this. It's sharpened all the way around. So yeah, unusual banded obsidian. Yeah, I've worked quite a bit of banded obsidian that ended up being really difficult to sharpen and very snap and half-ish. This one turned out okay. Yeah, I was surprised. 7L03. This one I did completely off camera. This is a piece of heat treat. Georgia swirl chert. Flint River, Coastal Plains, whatever you want to call it. From Jeff Head. This is a piece I was saving up for a long time. It's got some green in it, right? A little bit. It's very well heat treated, but it's inconsistent, right? Some spots are really easy to nap and some spots are not. So this started out as a much bigger piece. There's a little hole right there, but it does not go all the way through, luckily. And I didn't want to push my luck and thin it down too much in that area on the other side, because then once I get that hole revealed all the way through, it becomes very weak in that area, and it's difficult to sharpen. This sharpened up nicely, actually, because there wasn't any issues on the edges, luckily. There is this one unusual inclusion right there. Don't ask me what that is. That's an inclusion in the material. It's solid in there. It's not coming out. Luckily, it did not interfere with the napping, I don't think. There might be some flake remnants around it, but yeah, whatever that is pretty cool. Anyway, like I was saying, it's inconsistent. So it was not that easy to nap. It started out bigger than this, but it turned out good. And yeah, I was saving it to do an either knife blade or a certain type of point, a modern knife blade. But yeah, I just made my favorite shape. That's it. My favorite teardrop blade shape. It's translucent near the tip. Yeah. A little bit around the edges. I think I measured it already, right? No? 4 3/4 by 1 7/8. Okay. 7L04. This is a Clovis type or a Paleo type, but it's in the shape of a barber point from Texas. Deep basal concavity, pointy ears, and the sequential flaking on some of it or most of it. On the barber points, there's a lot of this sequential flaking. But it's not a perfect reproduction because on the barbers, they're a lot thicker. Well, maybe not a lot thicker, but they're thick. They don't have a long flute like that. And they're a little bit more narrow than this, I think. Anyway, I just thought it was an interesting shape, so I got to make some Clovises this week to wrap up my to-do list as far as Clovises go. So this was the start of my Clovis endeavors this week. 3 5/8 by 1.5 inches. Okay. Oh yeah, translucent. This is root beer chert from Danny Collins. Right? I think this is some of his. I can't remember actually. I had some of this stuff on my own. Of my own. Yeah. Let's see. I think this, I can't remember if this was a high grade raw or a heat treat. It napped really well. And sharpened all the way around the top portion and ground down on the sides and inside the concavity. Yeah. Just like a paleo. All right. Okay. I did measure how long it was, right? 3 5/8. Yeah, I did. Okay. 7L05 is a box of bifaces. Now, I was going to refine these and sharpen them up today. I usually sharpen them up at the last minute. But, as luck would have it, this was the first one I attempted to sharpen up. I did most of this on video as far as the bifacing. And as I was refining it and thinning it down, it started getting all steppy. Luckily, I was able to clear off a lot of mess that was starting to accumulate in the middle on both sides. as I was thinning it and trying to sharpen it. So I just quit doing the refining and sharpening. So none of these are refined or sharpened. They're just preforms. Okay, now this one here, this one is Knife River Flint. KRF. Okay. Let's see, and you can see the translucency. See that? Knife River, oops. Okay, let's see what happened. Nothing happened. It fell flat. It didn't hit the tip or anything. Luckily. Okay, so this is Knife River Flint, but it's not the deep red color variety of Knife River Flint. Okay? It's a little bit difficult to nap on one side. This side napped easily, and it has a little bit of original patina on there from the spall. This side, it got kind of crackly. It's nice material though. It sharpens up really easily. I wish I would have had time to sharpen all of these up, but yeah, as luck would have it, I didn't get a chance to sharpen any of them. All right, so this is Knife River Flint. This one is 3.5 inches by 1.75 inches almost. This one is Georgia Chert from Jeff Head, butterscotch, high grade stuff. Yeah. It does have a little bit of swirl down here, so it can get a little crunchy in that area, but otherwise it napped well. 3 7/8 by 2 inches. This is the, oh gosh, I can't believe I don't remember the name of this stuff. Anyway, I'm tired. 2 7/8 by 1 3/4. Yeah, I get flare-ups of stomach aches, so I can't sleep at night when that happens, and I didn't get any sleep last night. Yeah, another reason why I started messing this up, because if I'm tired trying to thin this down, it doesn't work out right. Anyway, Flint Ridge. This is Flint Ridge Heat Treat. Translucent. This is translucent. Also. What about this one? This is Buffalo River, not translucent. And this is Cobden, semi-translucent on the edges. Cobden chert or flint. It's a very nice material to nap, unless you're tired and trying to super thin it or thin it down too much. Then it starts to get all finicky, and the flakes don't want to feather out. They just want to step fracture like that and not cooperate. Once it gets really thin, it needs a lot of convexity apparently. Okay, so this one is Flint Ridge is 2 15/16. This one is almost 3 1/4, and this one is 3.5. And it's more narrow than it was before on the video. It's wider than this, a little over 1.5 inches. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 5 bifaces. They're not sharpened. They're just preforms. Okay, some of them might have some abrading on the edges and that kind of thing. But I cleared off the step fractures and stuff as the best I could. Yeah, but the final stage for me on these, if I was going to do the final stage, I would thin it a little bit more and sharpen it all the way around. But these are not thinned or sharpened. Okay, just so you know. 7L06. This one's another box of bifaces with one broken one. Yeah. I was trying to thin this down and refine it yesterday, and I broke it. Yeah, my excuses. That's when my stomachache started yesterday. I ended up doing something. This was my fault because I don't see any defect, although that little white powdery area might be where the weak spot was. You can't see it from up here, but you can see it from there. That might have been the weak spot that caused a break. And I broke it as I was working the tip. Yeah. Anyways, this one is Georgia chert. It's a medium grade because it got a little bit crunchy. It was more difficult than the other Georgia chert biface in the other box. They come in different grades, right? This is a little bit lighter in color. This is deeper amber looking color than this one. And it is different in consistency. Anyway, this one now is 4 1/4, thereabouts. And I did this completely off camera on that one. Now these are intact, but they're just, bifaces. Not even preforms, because they're not fully developed as what I call a preform. Yeah, the other ones are more symmetrical, like the ones in the previous box. These are more symmetrical and more consistent as far as side view. There's no big scoop outs on the other ones, but these are just halfway, well, a little bit more than halfway toward being refined. Okay, so this is an obsidian that's very very strange. It has inclusions, but it does not cause many problems. It does get steppy, but it's not too bad. It naps better than I thought it would. Yeah, so, but just be aware, it's going to probably be a little bit finicky. If you want to thin it further than this, it started to step fracture on me. But I could still run, fairly long flakes on it. Interesting material. Yeah. I started to like it after I started napping it. At first I thought, well, this is going to be kind of junky because it has little weird spots in it. But it napped pretty good. It's like almost a buttery type of obsidian. Almost. It's hard to see the defects. I made this one this morning, so that's why I'm still messing with it. There's probably some undetached flakes still there. Anyway, I measured it, right? 4 1/4. This is Heat Treat Buffalo River. Excellent grade here. It's a little dry and crackly down here in that spot. So this is difficult to nap here in this area. This is easy to nap in this area. Okay? Just be aware. 3 3/4. And this is Heat Treat Buffalo River as well. But it's a little bit more waxy than that piece. But this was a chunky piece that started out pretty big, but then it got really small. So I said, I'll just put this aside and deal with it later. And I never made anything out of it. Yeah. But it naps really easy. Heat treat. The heat treat on this is pretty good. 3 1/8 inch and 3/8. All right, so there's 4 bifaces. One is broken in this box. Okay. All right. Rules. Okay, these are just a short version of the rules. I'm using these little note cards. Okay. There will be an auction here every Monday. I will post the auction video at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. I'll try to get it posted at 4 p.m. Sometimes I might be late. And it will end at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Every time. That I won't be late on. Okay. You bid in the comment section. If you're not able to post a comment, you will not be able to participate in the auction. You bid under one or more of my pre-populated comments. Please include the item number if you're not sure you placed your bid in the correct place. Okay, kind of self-explanatory. Try not to bid at the last minute. I'm using YouTube's time tracker and it's not always accurate. Okay, just fair warning. Okay, I reserve the right to call the winner as I see fit in any case, right? Okay, so there's been issues where it's been very close and people have been bidding at the last minute. And sometimes YouTube says you're late, even though you and I both know you're on time. But I got to use a time tracker that everybody sees. So that's why I use YouTube's time tracker. All right? Okay. Look at my previous auctions to see how they work. If you have questions, you can email me or post your questions in the comments section. So my email is jackcrafty2@gmail.com. All right. There is a description of the auction in the description box. I also post this short video clip every time in case you don't like reading. Yeah. There will be a hard close of the auction at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It depends on your time zone, though. It ends at 8 if you're on Central Time, 7 if you're on Mountain Time, and 6 if you're on Pacific Time. Make sure you account for your time zone. Okay? All right. I will begin announcing winners 1 minute after the top of the hour. It may take me up to 45 minutes to announce all the winners, though. Okay, so give me some time to announce all the winners. I will start at 1 minute after the top of the hour because I refresh the comment section to make sure I see everyone's comment and I know what time they bid. Okay. I will hit the heart button if you win. This is the only notification you will receive. There is no private messaging in YouTube. And I will not hunt you down on Facebook or anything like that to announce that you are the winner. I will put a heart on the winning bid. I will heart it or love it or whatever it's called. Okay? All right. As a last resort, I can bid for you if you contact me before the auction ends. However, I will not bid for you closer than 5 minutes prior to closing. Okay, so keep that in mind. Again, my email is jackcrafty2@gmail.com. You can email me if you're having trouble. You can bid as many times as you like. I will only charge you the amount that beats the next highest bidder. This helps to prevent sniping. Okay, so if you're not sure what that means, just look at previous auctions. You'll see that some guys bid a lot toward the end of the auction. They start putting in bids at the last minute just so someone won't snipe them for like $2. You know what sniping is, right? If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. Did I skip one? No. I will hit the like button if and when I see your bid. It may take me a while, but as the time approaches the closing, I check more frequently. Okay, so this is how you know that I'm seeing your bids or comments. I will hit the like button. Okay, this is very important, especially if you're new. If you suspect that your comments or bids are not being seen, try asking if I see your comments bids. You ask in the comment section. If I don't respond, I can't see your comments or bids. All right, pretty obvious. So if I can't see your comments or bids, you got to try something else, like restart your phone or use someone else's phone or get on your computer to try to bid, or send me an email. Figure out what's going on, because it's usually on your end, right? Yeah. So just try different methods to try to get your comments visible. Shipping is free in the US. International shipping is discounted but not free. Okay? Free in the US, but international shipping is not free. It's $10 extra for a light package, 1 pound or less, and $20 extra if it's heavier than that. Okay? So your international shipping is discounted, but it's not free. Shipping is free in the U.S. I ship all items through the U.S. Post Office. I will always provide tracking numbers. I will issue refunds if requested. Oh, yes. If you are the winner and you're new, you'll need to email me your name, your address, and preferred method of payment. Or you can ask me what I prefer. I usually prefer PayPal, but I have different payment methods that I use. I accept Venmo, Cash App, PayPal.me, Zelle. Okay, just we'll arrange this in the emails. Okay. Okay, that's it for the cheat notes. Good luck, everybody.